Hey, Yetta, are we wise?
In real estate, we are.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
We are thrilled that we're able to welcome you to another episode of Life's Inside Track. And I'm Yetta Dekker.
And I'm Ken Dekker.
And it's where we get to share techniques, thoughts, tips, tools, tactics, and some truths that we all need. We all deserve. You, I, everyone. So we can turn our house into home, families thrive, we live the best life possible, and we get to build wealth wisely through real estate. We're going to consider why it is time for you to leverage the Dekker Team if you haven't already been doing it. It's like one of the most smartest things. Is that the right, can I say that?
Sure, I guess so.
It's one of the
It's
smartest.
not the time to be bashful or humble, I guess.
Okay, so it's one of the smartest routes that will fulfill your real estate needs.
Yeah.
And maybe even more than you think.
Tell me more about that.
Well, I don't know about you, but I have had the experience many times that when I've worked with a service provider for a specific reason, if somebody's gotten me, we'll say a first mortgage on my principal residence, I may not, well, I won't actually, probably recognize that they don't only do first mortgages. I think about them for a resource for the reason or the way that they helped me. So that we tend to be similar, I think, most of us, that if you've had an experience with us where we helped your parents maybe sell their home and then have them relocate either home to you or relocate to a retirement home, that's your framework or your frame of reference for what we do and where our specialty is. You might not then consider that first-time home buying is something we've helped probably, I don't know, well over 1,000 individuals do. So we tend to get caught up in thinking the person has expertise where they've served us or the way they've served us.
Yeah, and many times that's true. Like people niche down their businesses.
Right.
Now for us, with 35 years in the industry. Each. Yeah.
Is that not crazy?
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. But what we've been able to do is I've kind of specialized in multi-unit, commercial development, all that kind of stuff, and you've more specialized in the residential. And that's not that I don't help people with residential.
And it's not that I don't help people with commercial.
It's just we have a broad breadth of expertise. And it's important that you understand that you may think you have knowledge now. I'm thinking back to when we bought our first house or sold our first house, and we thought we knew what we were doing.
We were smart. And we were missing the SMRT. We were missing the A in the word smart.
Yeah.
Our kids always used to say that coming home, right? And when they were growing up, and maybe this isn't maybe this isn't politically correct anymore, but our kids used to say to each other and to us, yeah, you think you're SMRT. You think you're smart, but you don't even know how to spell the word. And so with real estate, that's exactly, we thought we were smart. And we were actually very
because we weren't realtors at the time.
No, that was before we were realtors. We became realtors. Actually, if you don't know that story, we won't share it today, but we became realtors, short Reader's Digest version, is by helping friends of ours with a realtor move into our area because we didn't want to be alone. That's actually how I got interested, right? I was serving them anyway, but didn't realize I was serving them in a real estate capacity.
And really, this is whether it's real estate or anything else.
Yeah.
When you have a certain level of knowledge, that's your framework. That's the knowledge you have, and you make decisions based on that. And that's why, the Bible says there's wisdom in wise counsel. And one of the things we've learned the hard way is not to ask the wrong people for wise counsel in an area they don't have expertise in.
Yeah, even if they have book smarts. We've done some segments on that, like make sure that the people you're working with in real estate or in any other field have more than book knowledge. What was it that one of our coaches said yesterday? She said, when somebody gets a real estate license, they get a university degree or whatever it is, they now have the degree or they have the course under their belt. They have the diploma, they have the graduation, they have that, which is great. But it doesn't mean their identity is that of a realtor or their identity is that of a researcher, even though they have a degree in research.
Yeah, you got to go through the valley of learning what you don't know and learning how to make it what you do know, right? And so we thought we'd spend this first part just explaining the types of real estate that we actually have knowledge and why we have knowledge in it.
Right. So the first one we'll just talk about is residential real estate sales, right? We've owned condominiums, we've owned townhouses, we've owned freehold, we've owned, what have we owned? We've owned duplexes, we've owned multifamilies or own currently, and now I'm moving into a second type of real estate. But residential real estate, we've owned a fair bit of it. We only move every 10 to 15 years. That's been about our history, except the first two times, or the first time actually.
Yeah, they were quicker.
Because the first one, because we didn't make a great choice. We thought we knew what we were doing, but we
bought in the wrong area because we didn't talk to a realtor.
We did so. We had a realtor that helped us.
Only in Quebec.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't talk to any realtor in Ontario.
Yes, we did. We'd almost bought a house in Ontario.
Yeah, but that realtor didn't have experience owning a house.
No, they did not. They did not know what to look for. So the challenge is we thought we knew what we were doing, and we were absolutely naive. Absolutely not able to make a sound decision, even though we thought we'd considered it all.
Yeah, and we've done land development in small scale. We've helped developers sell their lots and build homes, and we've bought land, built a home on it, sold it as a spec home. Like, we've done a lot,
and we've been business owners. And if you're a business owner and you're thinking you need just to maybe stop putting so much effort in, but increasing your profits, it's getting exponentially harder to get the results, even sustain, never mind get exponential growth results. So we are hosting for the first time ever the Ultimate Sales Machine Boot Camp in Ottawa, November 20th. Go to our website, dekkerteam.com, and get access to join us. Very limited seating, so you actually don't want to delay.
Yep. And we've also leased commercial property. We've leased it for others and leased it ourselves. We've purchased multi-units for ourselves and for others. We've helped with the sale of a business or businesses. Haven't sold one of our own businesses yet, but we've run our own businesses, so we know what you're in for. And
commercial.
Yeah, commercial, like mixed use. We own a commercial building. And what's interesting, you know what, Yetta? When we bought our first commercial building, when we leased our first commercial building, I hired a realtor to help me, even though I was a real estate agent, because I knew what I didn't know.
By then you knew what you didn't know. So we made a lot less mistakes once we actually understood something. The more we understood we didn't know and where we needed help.
Right. So my question is, what real estate are you considering that the Dekker team could assist you right now or in the coming year with the information you need to make a wise decision? And we're honored to be positioning you to build wealth wisely, because it's about much more than just the money.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the